Want to bet? You can do it. Sports Interaction. It's Canada's sportsbook. Football continues. World Series right around the corner. And of course, we've been talking about it and we will continue talking about it. Hockey season has started. Bet pregame, live and play, or on one of the many prop bets made for Canadians by Canadians. Sports Interaction makes it easy to deposit, easy to play, and easy to cash out.
High five.
High five. Woo! Yeah. High five with the prop on the table. Join now to see all that sports betting has to offer. Head to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. That's sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. Ontario only, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. High five. All right, wherever you want. Just start with whoever.
We'll do the Avs.
Okay.
Alphabetical.
Alphabetical.
You see.
Okay, now I like that this is I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 because I like that it's a throwback to the original Colorado team, and I like that it's kind of it does have Minnesota Wild-esque colors, but I like it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Is it reversible?
It is.
So wait.
Steve, just give it a damn rating.
Well, I'm confused because it looks like you can...
What do you mean Minnesota Wild? That's the flag of Colorado.
I know, but there's a little bit of that.
Wait, what did you say?
Do you remember the Minnesota Wild original jerseys?
Yeah, it looks like the original Minnesota Wild jersey.
Yes, it does. Yeah. It does.
No, it does.
It does? Yeah.
I'm going to give it 3.5. What's better than this out of 5?
Really?
I like that they did the old Colorado thing. I don't know. I thought it could be better.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
No, it's out of 5, Jesse.
5 out of 5.
You give it a 5 out of 5. Why is that?
I like the colors.
Okay. So I like the colors. Well, fair enough. The center C is derived from the state flag and angled stripes to mimic the Rocky Mountains. That's according to the NHL write-up. Who's next, Jesse?
Chicago.
Okay, the Chicago Blackhawks. Boo. 1983 Chicago uniform takes the literal interpretation of reverse retro. The black and red colors are inverted with Chicago woodmark, inspired by the 2019 Winter Classic crest laying on the chest. What do we give this?
I'm going to give this 2. What's better than this out of 5? This looks like a knockoff jersey you'd buy at the X in Toronto.
I'm going to give this a 0. Garbage franchise on and off the ice, and this jersey represents that perfectly.
It's simple enough that it's not a 0 for me, but
it's a 0.
It's not great.
That's crap. There's no effort
clothing,
into that.
So like they delivered a sweater.
Yeah.
So
it's weak.
I think that gets you a half point.
Oh, thank you,
half
Jesse.
point out of 5.
It stands out as weak in a strong crop.
Hey, Blackhawks, try next time.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Next up, Jesse.
Columbus. We're going alphabetical order.
Okay,
So,
Columbus. Yeah. Well, if we had, we would be doing the Ducks, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Starting?
Oh, well, then I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, you started at C.
The way you gave it to me wasn't alphabetical.
Well, I didn't get it in alphabetical.
No,
I just
Avs, Blackhawks,
doesn't. Yeah,
Blue Jackets. We're doing alphabetical by team name.
Okay,
that's how you deliver it.
Columbus
great.
Blue Jackets, a black body accented with. I'm reading off NHL.com with navy stripes along the sleeves, honors the Blue Jackets' original third jersey while tying in light blue from the team's current third jersey. The original third jersey was on display at the current. Was first displayed with the Blue Jackets logo, inspired by the Ohio State flag. What do we do?
I'm going to give that 4. What's better than this out of 5? It's a really solid jersey. It's just simple. It's a great combination of simple and busy. I like
Yeah, and it's got a little bit of that America because they're the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, and I mean there is an element of that I do enjoy.
I'm going to give
even as a 4.
I am also going to give this a 4 because I actually really like the stars on the sleeve. I think the way that it all looks together, the blue and the black work really well. I think it's a great, pleasing jersey. Jesse, what do you give it?
I'll give it a 1. I don't like the cutout of the black in the front. I think it's weird looking.
Whoa!
I think the way the black's just kind of, it's just a little front square part of the black, and then you got the powder blue on the sides. I think it's a little odd.
Would you like it better if it was navy?
Yes.
It may not contrast as. I want to see that on the ice.
Yeah, I don't. The black and the blue like that. It's just two distinct areas of the jersey. I don't like it.
Yeah, every single one of these jerseys looks better on the ice. Every single one.
Yeah, except for Chicago's. Next up, Jesse.
Next up would be the Blues, alphabetical by team name.
Okay, St. Louis Blues. Let me just pull this up here because NHL.com has them in a different order and I gotta find it. All right, the Blues honor their inaugural jersey presented in 1966, which was a prototype worn by ownership of the club a year before they hit the ice. The gold and blue pairing is inspired by the Blues' third jersey and other vintage uniforms, including the 17 and 22 Winter Classic jerseys. Steven, what do you think?
I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5. It's not my favorite. It's a whole bunch of yellow for a team that isn't.
Yeah, but it's not the colors now. It's the throwback.
That was the original.
yeah.
I think it'll look really good in the stands. I think it'll be a great combination of blue, white, and yellow as a standalone jersey. It's not my favorite, but I could see it growing on me. I'm curious what the players are going to wear. Like, is it going to be yellow gloves and pants?
I hope so. That'd be fun.
No, it's got to be blue.
It'd just be a big bottle of mustard skating down the ice.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be blue and it'll look good.
Jesse, what do you think?
5 out of 5. This is a gorgeous jersey. I love the color scheme. The yellow and the powder blue always go well together. And the music note of the St. Louis Blues on the crest, like, that's gorgeous.
So great.
I love the jersey.
And as
one of my
because
favorite
you're a
ones.
fonts nerd, right? You like fonts.
Yeah.
The font on that is cool.
Oh yeah, they did the whole blues thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like blues in terms of music. You know, they really exemplified that with the jersey. It's awesome.
I like it. It actually,
Since we've started talking about it, it's grown on me, but it's still not my favorite.
for me, it's a 5 out of 5. And the reason I'll tell you this is that it's one of the only jerseys here that actually looks retro.
Oh yeah,
There's
It
a lot
does.
of jerseys do not look retro in what we're seeing. And this is legitimately a retro look. Those colors were huge in the 1960s. That font, that style, obviously that was the jersey before the jersey that they ended up wearing. Absolutely love it. 5 out of 5.
I'm
for me.
bumping it to a 3.
Okay, all right. Jesse, who's up next?
the Boston Bruins.
The Boston Boo cares. Boston Bruins. I'm just upset. Hang on. I just got to find them in the... And there it is. Boston Bruins. Inspired by the Bruins' 1995 third jersey, which was originally gold, this bright white jersey's main character is the Bruin itself. Legend has it that the image of the Bruin was taken from a painting of a bear hanging on the team's executive wall, which is why it resembles a painted image instead of a digital one. So that's interesting. What do we think?
I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. It brings me back to the era it's meant to, which I'm pretty sure is like when we were kids and the jerseys were a little hokey and we had the weird arms and the weird waist.
Yeah.
And the weird third logo. I know some Bruins fans aren't down with it. I think it looks pretty cool.
I'm going to give it a 2. Number
Wow.
1, because the Boston Bruins have enough history that you could actually make this look retro. I guess 90s is that retro now? But also it harkens
is.
back to one of the worst eras in Bruins history. This is when the team had no shot at winning a cup. Their glory days were over, and they were looking at trading Ray Bourque.
And
I
they
don't think that this is. I mean, Ray Bourque was traded in 2002 or something like that. But to be honest with you, this is not the best era of Bruins hockey. It's not one of those ones that you necessarily want to go back to. They didn't have a lot of success. That's why it's a no for me. Jesse.
I'm not rating the eras. I'm doing the exercise correctly in rating the jerseys, and in which I will give it a 1 out of 5.
Whoa!
Wow.
We're going to get to a jersey I really like, but whenever you have a nice animal like a bear, you have an opportunity to make that bear play hockey. And if you don't draw your little logo with the animal playing hockey, I'm giving it a 1. Plus, the brown's ugly. Any jersey that's brown is disgusting. It's poop. Why are you doing that?
Wow.
Get better colors, Boston.
Aggressive.
It's stupid.
All right, Jesse, who's next?
All right. We got the Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal Canadiens. Let me just find them on the list. I'm zipping around here. The Canadiens 79 uniform, when the team won its 22nd Stanley Cup title, comes back to life in a new shade of light blue inspired by the city of Montreal's colors. Steve, what do you think?
You're the Montreal Canadiens. Don't overcomplicate it. I really like what they did here. 4.5 out of 5.
I think it's as close to perfect as you're going to get for a jersey that is incomparable. The Montreal Canadiens jersey is the most iconic in the sport. It's never changed. It's like the New York Yankees, and they managed to stick to that while adding some great colors. It's a 5 out of 5 for me. Beautiful jersey.
Yeah, it's just the Canadiens jersey in blue. It's 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's a great. They have a great jersey. They didn't do anything. They just had blue.
And everything
It's
they
awesome.
do is retro anyway, because
Right.
it's the same damn jersey.
No, Montreal, they do it right.
That's
It's
right.
Perfect.
Next up, Jesse.
Next up is the Canes.
The Canes. All right. So, Carolina. All right. Where are you, Carolina? The team's current away jersey gets redesigned in a bold red for the first time in franchise history. There are 2 sets of hurricane warning flags on the shoulders and Kane's star step center crest to underscore the flag details. What do we think?
The rest of the jersey looks really good. I really like the color scheme and how simple it is, but I frigging hate the diagonal letters. Stop it. Stop it. To me, there's one team in the league that's allowed to do it, and it's the Rangers. Mm-hmm. I hate it. I hate it. Please stop doing it, too.
I would also say Pittsburgh's allowed to do it. But the Carolina Hurricanes are, it seems like, when you get a project that's a long-term project and you get a really good start on it, you're like, you know what? I've only got to put the finishing touches on this. And then the night before at midnight, you're going, oh, crap, I didn't finish that project.
That's morning of.
That's what the Carolina Hurricanes jersey looks like. Everything else about this jersey is good, except for the Star Step Canes. It's lazy. It really doesn't speak to any history of the Carolina Hurricanes. And you could include the Hartford Whalers in there, too. Nothing about them. So I
already did it.
I guess. But I look at this Canes jersey and I go, I don't see history here. I don't see retro here. I see boring. And that's the worst. So 2.5.
You could have done Rod Brindamore's face.
There you go, Jesse.
They get a 0. They didn't do anything. Steve, what am I showing you right now?
They didn't do anything.
Wow.
This is their fucking away jersey.
Oh, they didn't.
You know what? You're right. They just made a red one. You read it too in the fucking NHL.com thing. It's just their away jersey that they made red.
Yeah,
I'm docking them to a 1.
You get no points. Right. You didn't do anything. You just fucking flip the colors. Make a jersey.
I'm docking them. That's a 1.
Oh my god.
You're right.
Try.
Damn.
Try.
Yeah, my 2.5 was generous. All right. You're right. Try, please. Next one, Jesse.
Vancouver
Canucks. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Inspired by the Canucks 1962 uniform of the former Western Hockey League, the Reverse Retro jersey features a recreation of the 1960s Johnny Canuck icon in the center chest, matching the original jersey. Player numbers appear on the left chest and right shoulder only.
I'm going to go 4.5 out of 5. I feel like the Canucks had a very simple mission, which was put Johnny Canuck as the main logo just once. And they finally did it. The navy blue, I wonder if they could have done something different. That's my only remark. It's a really nice jersey, and a shitload of people are going to get it for Christmas.
I'm going to give it a 4.5. I think this is exactly what you want of a reverse retro to go. If I have any criticism at all, I wouldn't have gone with black. I would have gone with a different combo. Green wouldn't have been
black?
It. Yeah, or black or dark blue. I would have gone with like a powder blue. I would have gone with something a little bit more retro to the time.
Maybe royal.
Yeah, or royal. It's just a little bit. It's a little bit Dallas Stars for me, but I still want to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Jesse, go ahead.
5 out of 5. Johnny Canuck is the most fun logo in hockey history.
Oh, that's true.
Johnny Canuck, anything with him on it is a 5 out of 5. It is perfect jersey. Well done, Vancouver.
I think it's going to turn their season around. Legit.
They might even hold a lead.
Can he play left wing? I don't
know. Jesse, next up, who we got?
Next up, we got the Washington Capitals.
Okay, Washington Capitals. So this is interesting. The Screaming Eagle makes a comeback against the all-black colorway in the Capitals' new jersey. Asymmetrical striping, unconventional font, and a new blue and copper color scheme were influenced by the 2005 uniform. What do we think about the Capitals Reverse Retro?
Well, it's, you talked about the Bruins jersey taking everyone back to a bad era of Bruins hockey. I mean, the Capitals sucked when they wore this jersey. Well, they
went to the Stanley Cup final in that jersey. They did go
to the Stanley Cup final with this one, and then they went into the beginning of the Ovechkin era, which had the Abyss before it. I did forget about the Ole the goalie Stanley Cup final. Listen, all you got to do is make Ovechkin wear this thing once before he retires, and Nick Backstrom too. I'm tempted to give it a 5. I think I'm going to give it a 5.
I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5 because, hey, listen, when I look at that jersey, I think retro. I think Oates, I think Bondra, I think Kolzig, I think Stanley Cup run, where I watched Detroit at like 11 o'clock at night win that championship in 4 games. And I know Caps fans, that's really tough for you, but that was the best era of Washington Capitals hockey until they won the Cup.
Who was their head coach?
I'm probably going to hate myself for not remembering.
Ron Wilson.
There it is. Jesse, what do you say?
I really like it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. It really feels vintage.
Yes.
Like you look at it, unlike some of the other jerseys that we've been through that are just current day jerseys in a different color. This actually feels like an old retro jersey, and it takes you back to an era. It's awesome. The Eagle's a great logo. The gold is all sparkly, which is immaculate. It's a good jersey.
The next era, or the next team. Next era.
Next team. The Arizona Coyotes.
Okay, the Coyotes are the first team to ever wear a jersey featuring an earth tone color sienna. Inspired by the Coyotes' 1998 to 2003 third uniform, this jersey depicts a desert and incorporates the Coyotes' crescent moon logo as a part of the landscape. What do we think? I'm thinking like Craig Janney, Teppo Numminen, Keith Tkachuk vibes.
Ooh.
What do we like here?
Listen, you leave the Arizona Coyotes in charge of two things: humiliating the Leafs in Toronto and reverse retro jerseys. 5 out of 5.
All of those things, I also say 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. I really kind of want one.
No, I honestly, that one's
it's a fucking gorgeous jersey.
The only thing is, I don't know if it's as good as their last one, because they've managed to have arguably the best one twice, which is really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Next up, Jesse.
Next up, we have the New Jersey Devils.
What do we think of the New Jersey Devils? Let me read what they say. Paying homage to the team's past Colorado Rockies and future New Jersey Devils, the sweater combines the 82 Devils jersey with former Rockies colors. What do we think?
Oh, I'm going to say 3.5 out of 5. They tried something adventurous. They put blue on a New Jersey and actually kind of justified it.
It works.
It doesn't look bad. It works. So 3.5.
I think you missed an opportunity by not incorporating green on this. You didn't need to do the Colorado Rockies because the Avs, and you probably knew this because you have meetings about this, are already doing the Colorado Rockies. You could have just gone back to the Christmas tree Mickey Mouse franchise jerseys.
They did that last time though, so I assume they were like,
do it
"Let's try
again,
something else,"
then do the 90s where you were winning all your cups and you had red, black, and white.
This is what they are now.
It's their current jersey, so they were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know?
Colorado Rocky in a hard place.
A few teams.
I still like it though. I want you to say I
yeah.
do like the blue, yellow, red. I really do. So I'm going to give it a 3.5.
A few teams were really adventurous.
I respect it.
Yeah, they did all right here.
Yeah. No,
they tried a lot harder than Carolina and Chicago.
I share your guys' feeling. 3.5. It's the New Jersey jersey. Like it's like the Canadians one is that it hasn't changed a lot over the years. Just kind of the colors that changed, and all they did was change the color.
You don't screw with that logo. It's a really good logo.
It is. Okay, coming up next, Jesse. Who do we have?
Ducks.
The Ducks. Okay. So the Anaheim Ducks, the 1993 signature asymmetrical body stripe, chevron sleeve stripes, and 3-color player numbers is an ode to the Ducks' inaugural season uniform remix with the team's modern-day color scheme.
I just friggin' love that logo. And the Ducks have had so many goofy designs around that logo that I like that they went simple here. 4.5 out of 5. I'm
gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I love this jersey. I think it's great. And I really wish that the Ducks would stop running from the Disney past. Those movies are iconic. The team was very, very good. Made the Stanley Cup Finals. Like that. Remember that team under Babs. Some new coach named Babcock with Solani and Steve Thomas and Rob Niedermeyer and all of those players. That was a heck of a team that lost.
They didn't have Solani. It was Paul Correa.
Oh, it was Paul Correa. Solani wasn't there anymore.
No, Solani wore that the actual Disney cartoon.
He did. I like that jersey a lot. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. Jesse.
I like it too. It's a really good jersey. You can't go wrong with old Ducks stuff. They've always, throughout their franchise history, always had good jerseys, and this is just recreating one of the old ones. So yeah, 5 out of 5
for
me.
The Ducks with the D and the hockey stick just falling out.
That was a fucking awesome jersey. The cartoon duck.
Next one.
All right, we got the Calgary Flames.
Okay, and this one is a very, very interesting one. The Flames crest is placed on a thick diagonal striped pedestal in this jersey, which is an ode to the Calgary 1995 uniform. The player name and number are italicized to match the forward movement on the Flames C crest. What do we think about this jersey?
I see exactly what they were going for, and it's actually kind of clever. But the thing is, once you write your clever idea down and it sucks, you shouldn't do it. I don't think it's very good. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5.
Wow.
Can we give negatives?
Wow, you really don't like this one.
I don't know what the hell that is.
They had that
pedestal before.
Yeah,
that was the 95.
It doesn't look good. Why would you put it back?
It looks like a bathrobe.
Right? What the hell is that?
Yeah, man.
I don't understand.
You know what?
Not feeling it.
Here's the thing too. With the 1995 jersey, it wasn't the pedestal part came out of the bottom sort of spot. It wasn't so aggressive.
Yeah.
I think what takes away from this jersey, because I think you got the color combinations right, is the pedestal. It's too much, and there's like it's like a different part of the jersey. If you look really close, the jersey is literally cut in two halves. Here's one fabric for the jersey, and here's one fabric for the sash or the pedestal or whatever you want to call it.
Sash,
yeah. So for me, I am a big fan of old Calgary Flames stuff because I've lived there. My grandfather was a season ticket holder. I love the Flames to this day. I am a 2.5 out of 5.
It's a 0.
That's Joe
It's a
Nieuwendyk,
0.
by the way, getting traded to Dallas that year for who?
Jerome McGinley.
Bingo.
It looks like two jerseys that are just weirdly put next to each other. It's fucking
It is
0 out of 5.
It is essentially
Not a
that. Jesse, next one.
Flyers.
Philadelphia Flyers. Okay, so we'll see if I want to know what Torts thinks first off, because I want to know always what he thinks. Revisited their years as repeat Cup champions in 74 and 75. The Flyers jersey is nearly all white and black with orange accents. It features a thin black outline surrounding the crest to match the one worn in 1974. What do we think of this?
I think the big problem with the last crop of reverse retros is they tried to do too much, and they went back to basics with this one. It's a nice jersey. 4 out of 5.
Wow, okay.
I think a lot of fans are going to buy it.
Yeah, Jesse.
4.5 out of 5. It's a really good jersey. It's very clean, very crisp looking. It actually looks vintage and retro when you look at it. You know, you get a feel that it's not a modern day jersey. It's perfect. It's 4.5 out of 5.
I think I would give it a 4 out of 5 if there was a little more orange around the base of the uniform. That's what I'm looking for in this, just a little bit more color. Because remember, that color, burnt orange, was gigantic in the 70s. Everybody's carpet was that color. So I'm giving it a 3.5. And they could have got full marks if they went full Cooperall. I'm just saying.
They will.
Are they going full Cooperall?
No, they're not gonna wear
in their
them.
pregame, they're wearing them for 2 games.
in the pregame.
Are they?
Yeah, they're wearing them out in the pregame skate.
okay.
You're not allowed to legally wear it for a game.
No, they're great.
But
They're
doing
definitely
it.
safe.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
We play hockey with a guy who wears them,
Yeah.
and like they're the authentic.
Cooperall.
They were
He's-
from that time.
He's had them for longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
I bet they stink.
We got hockey tonight.
Yeah, we do.
No, thanks for the invite.
Go fuck yourself.
Islanders.
All right. So this is interesting one. This is this is one where you had Brett Lindros. You had Wendell Clark wore this jersey. You had
Trevor Linden.
Trevor Linden wore this jersey. I'm still looking for the Islanders ring in their 50th season with an ode to the 95 uniform. The fisherman returns on the center crest with a raised embroidered detail of the fisherman hat, beard, and hands with teal accents and waves. The head-to-toe navy color is complemented by orange and white triangular trims. What do you give this?
You ever love something and you can't explain it? This 4.5 out of 5. It's like the edgy remake of Captain Highlander. Yarr, it's fish sticks tonight. I love it.
I'm with you, Steve. I love this too. 4 out of 5. Even though it wasn't the greatest era of Islanders hockey, they drafted really, really well. Zdeno Chara, Roberto Luongo, they all put on this jersey. There was something about that jersey at the time that stuck out to me as a kid. I love it, and I'm completely biased here. I think it's a 4 out of 5.
5 out of 5 for me. It looks like a quirky ECHL jersey. Like, it's so perfect. And any time you have a little guy on your jersey with a hockey stick that should have a hockey stick in any scenario where he'd be captaining a boat, it's amazing.
Yes.
Like, how can you not love this?
Also, I love that their model for this, and I didn't send you that photo, is a guy who with a beard in a fisherman's suit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't send it to you because you couldn't get a good look at the whole jersey. So if you want to look that up, you should look it up on the Islanders Twitter.
Throw your plastic sticks
We got the
in
Jets.
batteries.
Winnipeg Jets. Okay, so the Winnipeg Jets one, they've got a lot of history. It's an easy they've got a lot of creativity they can go with. The Jets ditch the red in their new jersey, highlighting royal blue and featuring a bright white base. The 2022 reverse retro jersey design was prompted by the 1990 jersey, the inaugural year of the uniform worn by Teemu Selanne when he broke in and broke the rookie goal scoring record in 92-93 with, I believe, 76 goals. What do we think of the Winnipeg Jets?
The Jets had one of the worst reverse retro jerseys last time, and to me, this is one of the best. I'm going to give it 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's clean.
Some people don't like that the rocket on the Jet isn't red. I actually kind of like that they went for a thing and executed it well. Good for them.
I think this is clean. It's perfect. You like the early 90s feel. I mean, to me, the 80s Jets jerseys are always going to be my favorite. They're all the Dale Hawerchuk Jets are that jersey is one of my favorites ever. But this one is spectacular. 4 out of 5. Jesse?
They should have worn a Thrashers jersey. The fact that they didn't do that, the 0 out of 5. No, I'm just kidding. This is a perfect jersey. 5 out of 5. It's so clean, like Steve said. The logo, I think this is the best Jets logo. With the little rocket, it's perfect.
Without the red?
Yeah, no, this is so clean and it's great. It's an awesome jersey.
Okay, next up.
Kings.
Okay, the Los Angeles Kings. Now, this is a really interesting jersey. And for Kings fans who are old enough, you've seen this before. The Kings honor their 1982 uniform, which celebrated one of the greatest NHL comebacks ever, the Miracle on Manchester. The white jersey features purple and gold trims with the royal crest sewn with the raised gems and satin stitch embroidery.
I think if you make jerseys for an LA-based team, you go for any excuse. You use any excuse to go for purple and gold. And they did. A lot of people are going to buy this. It's a really good jersey. I'm going to say 4.5.
This is an absolute all-star caliber reverse retro jersey for me. This screams Marcel Dion. This screams pre-Gretzky. It's exactly what you want reverse retro to be. You want it to be old school looking, but updated for today. That's exactly what they went for, and that's exactly what they got. This is one of the 2 best jerseys on the board. 5 out of 5 for me. I might buy this jersey. It's so good.
Yeah, banger. 5 out of 5. We don't talk enough about how in Sacramento there's a basketball team called the Kings, and in LA there's a hockey team called the Kings. I think that's kind of weird. I would like to take my time to talk about that because the jersey's good. It's a good jersey. Great. Adam said everything needed to be said.
I am 34. That's the first time I've ever noticed.
They're so close to each other. Why are there 2 professional sports teams in the reason named the Kings?
The Wildcats.
Why didn't anybody think of that? Why would you name them both the Kings? Somebody please explain.
Next up, Jesse.
The Seattle Kraken.
Seattle Kraken, the most retro of them all. In their sophomore season, the Kraken highlight the team's sea green color. In the body of the jersey, below it, the S crest is submerged with the navy striped C, where the Kraken's red eye peaks just above the surface. What do we think, gentlemen?
I can't decide if I love it or hate it, but I'm going to lean towards love it. I'm going to say 4 out of 5. I mean, who the hell wears seafoam?
I know.
Their whole existence as a color scheme is going for it. I like what they did.
I'm going to say if the Kraken were a 50-year-old franchise, that feels like a jersey that they would have worn in the early 70s. And especially those colors, because seafoam was also really big in the early 70s and late 60s. Man, good for them. The striping is perfect for a retro feel for a team that has 0 history. Good for you, Seattle Kraken. 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I think they did a great job making up a retro jersey.
Yeah.
Like, this is whatever your idea of a retro jersey is, they kind of did one. I wish they had done something new with the logo. Okay. Like, they just kind of threw on the S logo on top of the beautiful striping. So that's why it knocks it down a point.
The stripes behind the model are red, and it made me think they would have maybe tried to go for a little bit more red on the jersey, because that would be honoring their history. Remember, we talked about what the Kraken's jersey could look like before we knew what it would look like, because Seattle used to have a team like forever ago. I just thought there would have been a little bit more red, but it's a good jersey.
3.5 out of 5.
3.5. Whoa,
yeah,
Jesse's
they get
tough.
knocked down for the lack of creativity on the logo there.
This is why you can't give the Canes a pass, though, because they're like, well, what are they going to do? They've only got 25 years of history. Well, the Seattle Kraken pulled it off.
Yeah, they did something creative.
Next up, the Toronto Maple Leafs honoring their 61-62 championship uniform. The Maple Leafs crest is recreated with vintage single needle stitching, a new narrow shoulder yoke, a pointed seam construction that was specifically created to match the original sweater. Steve Dangle.
I wish I could explain why I'm such a sucker for the orange NHL logo, but I am. This jersey took a lot of abuse for being too simple, and you're wrong. I judge a Leafs jersey on 2 things. Does it look good? Do I want to buy it? Yes, and yes, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Please buy me this for Christmas.
By Steve's thing, I think the best part about the Leafs jersey is the NHL logo. This is the worst most pathetic reverse retro jersey the Leafs have ever put out. This is
only put out two.
if you went to the dollar store and you bought a Leafs jersey, that's what it would look like.
Oh, yeah?
Did they design this with Microsoft Paint? Like this is so don't get duped, guys. These jerseys are almost $300. If you're going to spend your money, at least put some effort into it. The Leafs did not put any effort into it. This era looks almost exactly like the era they're already in.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
On.
Those are complete. Have you seen what they're
garbage.
wearing
It's
right now?
garbage. This
The
is
logo
garbage.
is a beautiful nod to old and new. You're wrong.
No, it's not. It's actually poorly done. I don't care how it was stitched, and I think that's so funny that
You
they
think
mentioned
this
that.
is worse than the last one?
Recreated with vintage single needle stitching. Go to hell. What are you talking about? Who cares how it's stitched? How does it look?
Tell you what.
These aren't the same.
Don't go to hell. Go to the store and get me one.
Don't
because
waste your money.
I want one.
Don't
I
waste
want
your
one
money.
with- I want one with dangle.
A 1 out of
I'm gonna
5.
get
Just
you
because
one.
I don't want to put them in the same category as the Canes and the Blackhawks. It's a 1 out of 5.
I gotta get you one with
I can't
dickhead on it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like when you go to like those stores that literally rip that rip a logo off the internet and make their own jerseys and sell them for $80 or something like
Yes.
that. That's what it looks like.
It really doesn't.
No, man.
Cheap. To me, it looks cheap.
No.
Jesse, what do you think?
Also, do you remember these were the last reverse retros that we hate? Oh, there's an ad
With
coming.
the gray.
These ones.
See, you guys hated them.
This-
I didn't think they were
this
that
was
bad. I thought they
awful.
were 3.5.
I thought there was real potential there. If you make the gray white, I might have bought it.
Yeah, on the old
yeah,
one.
same.
This jersey that they came out with yesterday, I don't hate it at all. Like 4 out of 5 for me. I think the logo, what they did with it, it looks really cool. It's a nice little stitching and twist on the current logo. The fucking NHL orange logo, that's such a great point.
Why do I love it? I don't know.
wish they would go back to the double stripes on the bottom as opposed to the pajama one stripe on the bottom that they have now. Shoulders are cool because that's the era. I don't mind this jersey at all. 4 out of 5.
It's a good jersey.
Yeah.
Adam's wrong.
Fucking weirdo, Adam Wild.
Interesting taste.
It's a
that you
great
guys have.
jersey.
Art. Who's next?
One of the best. Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, baby. This is a Wendell Clark era, Darcy Tucker era,
Darren Poopa.
Darren Poopa era, Chris Gratton era, Tampa Bay Lightning jersey. What do we give it out of 5?
You know, there are a number of teams in the NHL who are in a difficult position.
You got to read.
I didn't read the thing.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
got to read it.
The jersey features the rain, the sea, and the lightning sublimated in full-size graphics across the jersey with lightning bolts down the side of the pants, which is cool. The lightning bolts on the side of the pants.
Oh,
yeah.
excellent.
Pays homage to their original 1997 Storm 3rd jersey with electric-styled font. Sorry, Steve. Please continue.
All good. I mean, some teams, like the Lightning showed up in what, 92? Like, you don't have a lot of history to draw from. Damn, that's a good jersey.
They've
man.
also done the smart thing by not changing their logo all that much throughout. Keep your logo the same, change the jersey around it.
But this reminds me how good their old logo was. I gotta say, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
I haven't given many of those out. That's
No.
a great jersey, man.
I love this jersey. I think it's so much fun. It was creative when it came out. And remember it was like the same era where the LA Kings made Gretzky put on that Burger King jersey,
Yes.
which is the ugliest jersey in NHL history. Look it up.
It's one of them.
Or one of the ugliest. It's one of the goofiest too. I give Tampa Bay 4.5 out of 5 for this because the original jersey was ugly. This is also ugly, but it's retro, so it's cool. 4.5.
And the jersey's gorgeous. 5 out of 5. You might see me walking down Queen Street with a Steven Stamkos Tampa Bay Lightning jersey.
Wow.
It's an awesome jersey. I might get this in the Kachina.
Oh, the Kachina's cool.
Yeah.
Kachina's cool.
No, those are my two favorite. Tampa's a slight second behind the Arizona one. This is an awesome jersey.
Okay, what do we have next, Jesse?
We have the Edmonton Oilers.
Okay, Edmonton Oilers. This is an interesting one for Oilers fans because they were always divided on this jersey. The Oilers' third jersey assumes a modern orange and navy twist. Front and center is the oil drop surrounded by dynamic gear with each bolt hub representing one of the team's 5 Stanley Cup championships.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know what? I hated the original version of this jersey when they wore it.
Everybody did.
Dude, it was ugly. And I gotta say, the Oilers went for it and I think did a really good job. I'm tempted to give it a 5. I think I'll give it a 4.5.
I think it's interesting that the Oilers went for something that was already bad and it continued to be bad.
Yeah.
How is it Like, we already know that the Beyblade jersey for the Edmonton Oilers.
The Beyblade.
It is Beyblade.
No.
It's terrible.
No, this jersey fucking sucks.
It
dude.
sucks,
I
man.
like it.
That is and it was a bad era of Oilers hockey as well. It wasn't good. This is like
it wasn't,
the
you're
Alish Hemsky. We're going to sign him.
Sean Horkoff.
Sean Horkoff years. Fernando Pisani was your big star. I honestly, guys, I'm sorry to say
did
this.
Dustin Penner wear this?
Yes,
I don't know.
absolutely.
They're gonna sell a shitload.
They
of these.
are.
Oh.
And listen, Oilers fans, if you love it, that's cool. It's a 1 out of 5 for me, Jesse.
It's almost at like 30th if I'm ranking all the jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The logo is the worst logo ever in sports. And they put it back on a jersey.
It might
it's terrible.
might be worse than the Buffalo Slug. Might be worse.
Yeah. No, it's awful. I don't like what is this fucking
What
oil
is that?
drop
I think
thing?
the logo is too big.
It's terrible in every respect.
How about the
I
logo's
like
just
it.
bad? Who cares what the size is?
I like the jersey.
It could be
Fuck you.
it could be a millimeter. It's still ugly.
Wait, is that black or navy?
It's
Navy.
navy.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, what? You're the
Oh,
Flyers.
would that change your ranking?
It would.
Well, I can't believe it.
It would.
Do
Changing
they
everything.
all have the orange NHL logo? I haven't been paying attention to that.
There you go.
Maybe fuzzy?
You made me notice it with the Leafs jersey. Do they all have the orange NHL
I don't know.
logo?
Not all of them, I don't
No.
think. But maybe
It
they do.
looks
Maybe
like-
they do.
Yeah, that was a good point.
Oh.
With the logo, they all do. It looks like
It just really stuck out with the Leafs one because it's
Right.
blue on that orange. It looks really good on the Leafs one.
Good call, Steve.
Okay,
I love it.
next one.
Next one's the Florida Panthers.
Once the shoulder of the 1998 jersey, the iconic sun and palm trees and stick logo was moved to center stage of the Panthers 2022 jersey. The light blue color was derived from the team's 2009 third jersey and is paired with the current primary colors of navy, yellow, and red.
Look at this fucking thing. 5.
Yeah, I mean that looks and feels like Florida to me.
Yep.
I love this jersey. I think it's a 5 out of 5.
Unfair advantage using Aaron Ekblad as a model.
He's so damn handsome.
It's bullshit.
He's never not been handsome.
No, he's always been
Crazy.
Look
Sitting
at
on
that
that
shit.
boat looking sexy.
And I run,
Jesse.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Like you said, it feels like Florida, that blue, that orange, that yellow. And then you have the palm tree right in the middle. It's gorgeous. You don't even need to throw their like name on it or anything.
No.
You just know it's
You just know.
Florida. And the hockey stick with the palm tree. I absolutely adore these jerseys. 5 out of 5.
The one thing that's interesting is the reason I sent you that picture is I feel like it looks better outside than the jersey did on the actual website. Because if you're looking at it on the website, the history never repeats. It's a little bit darker. And I thought, hey, wait a second, that's not how that blue's supposed to look. Hence why I brought it
It looks
here.
light, lighter here. Yeah.
The one thing I would say about the jersey is I'm very curious, like what equipment color they go with. Because if it's powder blue, I don't know if I'm going to be down.
So who's
We'll
up
see.
next, Jesse?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay, so this is a fun one because this was a very, very interesting era of Pittsburgh hockey. Streamlined Penguins jersey worn by Lemieux and Yager throughout most of their 90s run together resurfaces with additional gold and white stripes on the sleeve. Penguins crest has dimensional embroidery raising the shadow of the penguin head and wings. What do we give it?
That logo slaps so damn hard. 5.
It's a great, you mentioned Yager and Lemieux, but also Ron Francis, who I believe is top 5 all time in NHL scoring or close to it. Top 10 for sure.
Tom Barrasso.
Tom Barrasso. I love this jersey. They could go back to it tomorrow and I'd be happy. Pittsburgh, 5 out of 5, man. I might buy this one. Jesse.
Yeah, Robo Penguin for the win. This is one of their best logos. It's and the striping on the jersey is absolutely gorgeous.
And it makes
5
its
out of 5.
debut against the Toronto Maple Leafs.
November 15th. That's coming up. It's a month away.
Who's next?
Next up, we got the Nashville Predators.
Nashville Predators, and this is a really interesting one because it's got a big, scary predator on the front of it. This uniform will feature the Predators' gold from head to toe, including the helmet, pant, and socks, complemented by navy and silver accents. The jersey brings back the fanged Pred head crest from the team's 2001 original third jersey. Remember, the first one was just the profile of the head,
Yep.
but the third jersey had the head looking at you, almost like the Ottawa Senators senator as well. So, what do we think of the Preds jersey?
The Preds are in a very difficult spot, maybe the most difficult spot of all the teams when it comes to reverse retro jerseys, because A, they have a really good jersey now, and B, all their old jerseys suck.
Yeah.
All of them. They started with a mad jersey and it got progressively worse for about a decade. So I'm not really into the logo, but They're making up for it with the equipment, and they're embracing. No, we're yellow now. We've made a decision that we're yellow
We're not
now.
mustard.
We're not mustard. We're not navy. We're not gray. We're yellow now. So I'll give them a 3 out of 5.
I'm giving this a 3.5. I actually really like the logo. I think it's cool. I think Steve's right. Their jerseys were butt ugly for a long, long time.
Really long
They
time.
finally figured it out around the time they went to the Stanley Cup final. I've loved their jerseys ever since, and I think this is another one. It's spectacular. Well done, 3.5.
They made Peter Forsberg wear a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, they sure did.
I'm gonna give it a 2 because I didn't like this jersey when it was out, and it's just I don't like it again. It's an ugly jersey. They didn't make good. You said it perfectly. They didn't make good jerseys, and this is an ugly jersey.
If it had their original logo, would you like it more?
I'd have to see it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough.
Nah,
Okay.
it's not a good jersey.
Next up.
Next up, we got the New York Rangers.
Alrighty. Okay, this is very, very interesting.
Hold on, I might find a different picture.
I'm very excited about the New York Rangers jersey. The late... Did I wait?
No, go ahead. Talk about it.
The Lady Liberty jersey returns to the New York Rangers' present color palette. The shoulder patches and crest tie back to the original jersey, while white and silver details create a glistening appearance around the historic New York statue. Steve Dangle, what do you think of this jersey?
I'm just waiting for Jesse to get it up on the screen. This jersey. So I go back to NHL 2001.
Mhm.
Every time I played the Rangers, I made them wear the Lady Liberty jersey. Because you could choose the jerseys of the team you were playing and everything.
There you go.
You're the blue shirts blue, checks out. Great logo, checks out. The fan base seems very happy about it, checks out. Tempted to give it a 5. I'll give it a 4.5.
I'm giving it a 4.5 as well. I would give it a 5 had the Rangers team with Gretzky and Messier made it past the third round and into the finals, which they did not. The Flyers beat them. But that was a very, very good hockey team. And that jersey was very, very cool at the time. It was one of the best 90s jerseys for sure. 4.5. So glad to see Lady Liberty back.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 for me. It's a perfect jersey. The logo is one of the best vintage logos. And it looks like a jersey that you wear when you're going to win a Stanley Cup. So that's what I'm expecting from the Rangers. And that's what this jersey exemplifies.
I'm sure when they lose to the Sharks again. All right, go ahead, Jesse.
Next up, give me half a second to see who we got next. We got the Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit Red Wings, new to the Red Wings uniform, black trim accents run along the jersey, pant, socks, gloves, and helmet for a seamless look. The jersey honors Detroit's 1991 75th anniversary jersey, a Detroit wordmark inspired by the 1920 Detroit Cougars jersey. Yes, Steve.
I'm stuck between the colors. Like the bright red, black, and white is a cheat code. It looks good.
It does.
No matter what. But that old Red Wings jersey sucked. I hated it. I don't think anybody liked it. Here's what I will say. The Red Wings did their own release today with the equipment. It looks bomb. It looks really good.
Well, we're asking about the jersey.
Well, you're making this jersey to sell it, though, right? Is the problem, right? So it's not necessarily how it looks on the ice.
It's about how it looks walking down the street.
Yeah. You know what? I think you guys are going to flame me. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5.
I'm not going to flame you. I give it a 0. Please try next time, Detroit. Go ahead, Jesse.
No, they didn't try at all. This is same Chicago, same fucking Kane shit. Their bottom 3 worst jerseys. It's terrible.
It's crazy that Detroit and Chicago's looks basically identical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did they not have a meeting on that? I hope they don't play each other in some fucking outdoor game
I
where
hope
both of
they
those
do.
jerseys. Oh man, can you imagine? And I say outdoor game because of course Chicago would
They're
get
the
one.
asshole EASHL team that just.
Take
All right, we're both wearing red. Have fun with that shit. And you're all 6'9".
You gotta try.
Yeah.
Put in a little
Yeah,
effort.
you didn't try. You didn't try.
Buffalo
Sabres. Is everybody excited for the Buffalo Sabres? The uniform blends the style of the 96 logo with the colors of today. The body stripes and horn-shaped outline on the upper arm complement the center chest of the Bison Buffalo. Steve Dangle.
They really went for something here.
Mhm.
I think I think it'd be perfect if they went with a different blue, like a lighter, more royal blue than the navy. Yeah, 3. And I wish I could give it 3.75. It's good.
You can get a 3.7.
What's wrong with it?
I can't.
Yeah, you can. No, you can. Of course
Well,
you can.
then 3.7.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It's just it should it's not a justification thing. It's I should look at it and go, that looks fucking gorgeous. And that's just not what I get from it. It's like, it's a bit too pale. Also, what's wrong with just bringing back the black, red, and silver jersey? That jersey was friggin' dope. I like that. Listen, they tried something. They brought back the logo. I like that. 3.75 isn't a bad grade. It's just not my favorite.
I love this jersey. It's a 4.5. And for the reason that Steve said, I won't give it a 5 out of 5. There's too much white on this jersey, but that buffalo head used to strike fear into my little grade 6 heart when the Leafs had to play Dominic Hasek and Mike Pekka and the Buffalo Sabres. It was hell on earth every single time. The playoffs made me cry. Yes, that's right. I cried in Game 6 when the Leafs lost and Buffalo went on to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Maxim Afinogenov. Brian Holzinger.
So this is the thing. I love this jersey. 4.5, well done. Just needed a little more color. Jesse?
I think Steve's right. They went with the wrong color scheme. I think if you're going retro, instead of just doing the old ones and the new colors, maybe you just bring back the old colors and you mess it up a little. You know, I feel like the red and the silver and the white looked better than on this jersey than these new colors. So I would have liked to see that, but I still like it. So I'm going to go 4 out of 5.
There you go.
Still think royal blue.
Next up.
The Ottawa Senators.
This is a good one. Okay. Ottawa Senators, I'm very curious to get your opinions on because this one had people kind of going both ways. The 2006 Centurion primary logo on the shoulder patches and the current primary logo on the center chest. The Senators jersey fuses eras to celebrate the uniform of the historic 06-07 run to the final. The original jersey, version of this jersey, was the team's third jersey in 97, which features less curved stripes and adornments. What do we think of the Ottawa Senators reverse retro?
So the Sens logo is good. This is purely a personal view. I think it perfectly is reverse retro to an era of jerseys that I hated.
Why? Because they were so good?
The NHL was allergic to straight lines.
Yes.
Like, just everything's got to be curved and weird. I'll give it a 3 point. I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
This is a jersey that perfectly embodies not only the best era of Ottawa Senators hockey, but what the jersey should look like. I do like, Steve's absolutely right. The jersey came in an era when the NHL was allergic to straight lines, which is why this is so perfect. And I think it's clean. I think it looks amazing. And I think it's going to look amazing on you when you walk down the street. And that's how we're judging this. So I give it a 5 out of 5. That's a great hockey jersey.
I like this jersey better than the Ottawa Senators' current home jersey. I think it's a really good. The current jersey is so plain that seeing a little bit of design around the Sens jersey gets me excited. Like, it's literally so basic where it's stripes across the sides and the bottom that seeing the curves and the little, I don't know what to call it, but the halfway patch on the sleeves, it looks really good. So 4.5 out of 5.
All right. Next up.
The Sharks.
Oh, I love the Sharks. The typography and colors of the 1974 California Golden Seals, the Bay Area's first NHL team, merge with the new Sharks woodmark. Steven.
Give me one with Bobby Baun on the back. I'm going to go 4 out of 5.
Okay.
It's really strong.
See, to me, perfect. Reverse retro, exactly what you're going for. It is a 5 out of 5. Easy one. Jesse.
Yeah, truly feels vintage here. I wish they had gone with the original Golden Seals one. They have more of a football stripe across the actual shoulders.
Yeah.
I wish they would have went all the way and done that because that's truly ugly 90s garbage.
You could cut the sleeves off and make it a basketball jersey. No.
Yeah, it was awful, but love it. 5 out of 5. Go Sharks.
I mean, go Sharks.
Dallas Stars.
All right, the Dallas Stars, and this is a good one because it harkens back to the same era as Buffalo, who they played in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Stars modernized their team's inaugural season uniform with its current color palette. The Stars' word and logo blend into one another on the shoulder patches, includes obviously the images of the state of Texas and the D making the location of Dallas on the Stars. So what do we think of the Stars jersey?
This jersey, Adam talked about the Buffalo Sabres jersey, bringing him back to grade 6 and striking fear into your heart. This Dallas Stars jersey did not allow me to score a goal for at least 45 minutes and personally cross-check me in the teeth. it brings me right back to the best era of Dallas Stars hockey. And they nailed it. I'm going to go, geez, that should maybe be their primary logo.
I was just going to say, so that's going to be my thing.
It's really good.
Go ahead.
4.5 out of 5.
The Dallas Stars have successfully turned one of the NHL's worst jersey, which is what they have.
Disagree.
They have the NHL's worst jersey currently. They now have the NHL's best reverse retro. It's an amazing comeback. Good for them. 5 out of 5. I can smell Marty Turco's pads from here. Great jersey. This should be their everyday jersey.
No, 2 out of 5. They didn't do the fucking jersey.
No,
It's supposed to be updated.
No, the jersey, you could update it, but the jersey I like that Marty Turco wore had the star outline that cut out the rest of the jersey.
But that's the later Stars jersey. Look at the 96.
Dude, this one.
It is the later one.
This is the one I wanted.
No,
that's
wrong.
the bad one.
You're wrong.
This is the one where they have the star cut out along the bottom of the jersey, along with this logo. That's the best jersey. Do this one.
Sniff farts.
They have a better vintage jersey. Why would you go with this one?
You should probably sniff farts.
Do the better one.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
Go ahead, Jesse.
2 out of 5. Vegas.
Vegas.
Vintage
Okay.
Vegas.
So there are two for this because Vegas's jersey is glow in the dark. The Golden Knights created a jersey whose design imagines what a Golden Knights third jersey would have looked like in 1995. It features Vegas diagonal woodmark and glitzy font inspired by a vintage hotel signage on the Las Vegas Strip. What do we think?
I believe it's also inspired by the Vegas IHL team that Cujo played for.
Okay.
It's weird. It really stands out as a jersey that it doesn't match any of the others because I feel like it's going for an era that none of the others went for. I know I'm being a hypocrite because I said I hated the diagonal letters, but I really
Good
like
font.
this jersey.
Good font.
Yeah.
And I like that they have the full equipment too. 4 out of 5.
Okay, I'm going to give this jersey a 2 out of 5.
Wow.
I think the only thing going for it is actually the Vegas step up, the stripe numbers or whatever it is. I like the font. It's boring. There's nothing inspiring about this. I look at this and it's like a piece of art. Am I moved or am I not moved? I am not moved. I feel like it's something that you would have created in NHL 2012 when you first had the jersey creator for the first time.
They look like
boring.
the Whitby Dunlops.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jesse.
To me, it looks like there's a stadium, an arena full of people smoking cigarettes in Vegas in 1984, watching their hockey team play. Like, this feels so vintage to me, and it's not even real. Like, I think they did a fantastic job with the lettering to make it actually feel like old school Vegas, where it was dirty and grimy.
Okay.
Are you enjoying your steak?
Exactly.
When'd you get it?
That's what it feels like to
I've
me.
been here since the 60s, Toots.
Awesome. Like, hell yeah, Vegas.
Yeah.
You did a great
I
job.
met Elvis in person.
Also, the glow in the dark aspect, like, that's so cool.
Well, they're going to use it so much.
They are. Like, knowing how Vegas puts on presentations,
you're right.
they're going to turn off the lights pre-game, and it's going to glow, and it's going to look amazing in T-Mobile Arena. 5 out of 5 for me from Vegas. Good job.
There you go. Okay, next up.
Minnesota Wild.
Minnesota Wild.
The North Stars.
That's right. Let me have a look here. I'm just looking for it on the NHL website. The 78 North Stars jersey colors meet the modern Wild crest in Minnesota's New Jersey with the star and the trees of the crest featuring raised dimensional treatments. What do we think of the Minnesota Wild? I almost called them the North Stars.
They another team who hasn't been around for very long and has a history of shitty jerseys. The Minnesota Wild did a very smart thing. They essentially just took their jersey and gave it the old North Stars colors. I like it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
People forget how good the North Stars were at the beginning of the 90s and how it was such a shame that they ended up moving to Dallas in the first place.
They went to the Cup final.
They went to the Cup final, lost to Mario and Yaromir, obviously. But they had incredible players throughout the 80s. Neil Broughton, Dino Ciccarelli. That's what I feel when I look at this. And I give this a 4 out of 5. It's a great jersey.
I'm giving this a 1 out of 5.
Whoa!
Because the Minnesota North Stars had amazing jerseys. The best part of their jersey was the N with the little star. It was the logo. I loved the logo. I love this North Stars jersey, and I think they should have just gone all the way out and just put the damn old logo on it.
Nah, they went for something.
They took the best part of the jersey and they removed it, and that was the little N with the star.
Who's next?
Mike Modano is very upset right now. Next up, we have.
I think it's the last one.
We're done.
Oh, are we done?
Yeah, wild.
I was like, well,
I'm trying to hit
after?
next, and nothing's happening.
So listen, we'll wrap it up there because that took a little longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
But hey, there's your reverse retro ratings.